The FBI is now investigating reports of a plane hijacking before these crashes we're telling you about at the World Trade Center towers this morning.
Rescue crews are making their way to the scene, and all of this unfolding in one of the busiest places in the world, downtown Manhattan. Again, both towers hit by aircraft.
Again, two planes involved in two crashes into either tower of the World Trade Center at about 10 to 9 and 5 after 9 this morning.
Pieces of the building and the planes actually landed blocks away. Gideon was walking with his camera when he found a chunk of the plane engine that had crashed completely through Tower 2.
Don't be kicking stuff over here. This is evidence. No, you don't kick it. All right, just get out of the area. Just go. This is evidence. You're kicking stuff. What's the matter with you?
That was as close as Gideon would get to the Trade Center, without a firefighter anyway.
So I decided that the smartest thing to do was to slowly walk back to the firehouse and find a way to go to Jules.
We're just getting word now. One of the two planes was hijacked after takeoff from Boston. This is
two airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country.
We now have reports of a fire at the Pentagon. A fire at the Pentagon being reported this morning.
I was just saying that officials are calling this an act of terrorism. They're saying that's clearly what it is, clearly not an accident.
Arriving back at the firehouse, and Tony is still alone, and he has no clue of what to do.
The Pentagon's on fucking fire? War. This is war.
And just by listening to him, freaking out and swearing and behaving like I've never seen him behaving, Tony was expressing what we all felt. At that point, I saw the fireman in him taking over.
I can't believe the fucking Pentagon. Somebody has balls.
I mean, a few times he was just pulling his gear and about to rush to the door, and realizing that he was the only one in charge of this empty firehouse, and going back to the house watch and looking again at those pictures on TV, and just to make sure that it was real.
We have these two enormous explosions at the World Trade Center here
Tony
in New York.
just wanted to go there.
In the lobby, the chiefs were trying to run the largest rescue operation any of them had ever seen, with next to no information coming in from outside.
You got a phone that's working?
I think the entire world knew more than we did. Everybody had seen the attacks. Everybody had seen the tower burning.
De New York, un avion s'est encastré dans une des deux.
Had seen the Pentagon. For us, we didn't have a clue of what was going on outside our lobby. Just like a beehive, that place. Everybody's working on the phone, everybody's working on the radio. Everybody's getting information, sending guys up, getting reports. And just trying to get this thing under control.
At one point, there was even a rumor a third plane was heading in. You got to remember, at that moment, anything seemed possible.
Other than NYPD, Port Authority, police, and the military. And I need that done now. Another fucking plane.
Strategy to get as many people out of the fucking building, let it burn up. We ain't letting you see it. We got a lot of people with us, so we got to get these people out. That's got to be, that's the priority.
On top of everything else, Just talking to the guys in the stairwells was tough.
Fort David to Battalion 7.
The tower's internal communication setup had been knocked out by the crash. That left fire department radio.
Suddenly, you have hundreds and hundreds of firefighters that have radios. It seems to become more and more difficult.
OEM-1 to base. Please provide me again with your location. Is there anyone in this car? Is there anyone in this car?
You had one guy from the WTC who was trying frantically to reach anyone on the elevators.
69 car. Anyone in this car? Oh, is there anyone in this car?
And going through the list,
Hello, is there anyone in this car?
and there's about 98 elevators in the World Trade Center.
70 domain line. 70 kind of recall capability.
Can't speak.
Trying to evaluate which one's good and which aren't.
In the middle of all this, suddenly an elevator opens up. And you see people not having a clue of what's going on, because they've been stuck in there since the first plane hit. I was seeing the look on the firefighters. It was not fear, it was what's going on. Disbelief. That made me panic a little bit. That made me panic. It was the first time I had seen Father Judge, the chaplain, as he's called.
He was in the lobby with us, and I could tell that he was praying. You know, Father Judd, he would at least make eye contact with you and kind of give you a reassuring look. That wasn't occurring, almost like he knew that this was not good.
This is a dangerous way to go out.
Back at the firehouse,
What's up?
off-duty guys were starting to show up.
You know, we're just waiting right now.
What's that?
We're just waiting right now.
Tony he just had one thing in his mind.
This is bad.
To go there. And he couldn't.
2/5 alarms right away. And you know the fucking Pentagon is burning now. What? The Pentagon's burning.
I want everybody to stay here and they're going to deploy us as needed. Right now they got enough guys down there. They want us in case anything else breaks out.
And that's when Chief Burns arrived.
I need a cup of coffee.
Larry Burns joined the fire department in 1957. Retired a battalion chief 3 years ago.
I couldn't wait. I had to get down there. Because you know what? They're my firefighters. It's my building. It's my city.
Leave your gear all together, get a flashlight, and a bottle of water.
Okay.
Told the probie, get your gear, let's go.
I remember Tony asking me to bring him some gloves, medical gloves.
Box of gloves. Go grab a box of gloves.
And by the time I found them and rushed back, they were gone.
The probie and the retired chief were lost in the crowd, headed down to the Trade Center.
I think at that point, the lobby was pretty empty. There were just a few of us in the lobby, and we were discussing tactics.
This is Tower 1. This is Tower 1. Put a big 1 here.
Some of the outlying companies didn't know what Tower 1 was and Tower 2. So we were just trying to help them out by writing it on the desk to make it obvious to people.